here we are, Game 7, and even 3-3 now. Okay, so it seems like Team Tyrannical Eevees is onto something. You know, they're letting security play Dodrio, and it's working out for them, oddly enough. Maybe seeing the Dodrio maybe seeing the Dodrio is making them try a little harder, I'm not sure, but it looks like they've decided to ban it this game. So, I can't say I really agree with this. I think the Zoroark was more threatening, honestly. But hey, you know what? Maybe they see something that I don't see. Finally, Clefable banned, Tyranitar banned. The team that picks second has to ban Tyranitar. That has to happen. Otherwise, the other team just picks it. And Phalanx. We are getting Ace off of the Phalanx. Alright, so what changes do we have this time? I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Native Weave is now the Umbreon instead of the Blastoise. Sceptile on the Blastoise. Pennyguy going to lock in the tree. The first time the tree hasn't been banned in quite some games. Juvenile now playing Blissey. Does this mean we are going to have some sort of damage output from Cairo? Could be. Red Luck Fox going Pikachu. Cairo now picking the Dragonite once again. This could be a switch angle. I'm not entirely sure. Blade picking Zoroark. Okay, I guess Blade's going to trade this with Security? Or Security's going to be on an attacker. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of things that could happen here. Vox looking like... I'm not sure what to expect. I mean, honestly... Okay, we have Zarina. I think this is the first Zarina notice... The first Zarina of the SPC. And we also have Ace going Buzzwole. Okay, Security picking Espeon. This is most likely a switch with Security and Blade. I would expect that... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I don't think there's going to be much other... Oh, no, Native and Sceptile are going to switch. Okay, that's fair. Are Cairo and Juvenile going to switch? Or are they going to go for that? I'm not sure. Is Cairo just saying, you know what, my hand may be hurt, but so will my opponent's spirit be? Maybe that's what they're going for. I'm not sure. But Cairo on a damage dealer might be what the doctor ordered for Team Mysterious Muse. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we will find out very quickly. Once again, no support for Team Tyrannical Eevees, but hey, you know what? They've been cooking. They've been cooking. They won the last couple of games. I do think that maybe there's something to be, something notable going on here. Maybe there's something... Maybe they don't need the support. Maybe the support's just holding them back. Or maybe Umbreon is the strongest support. I'm not entirely sure. It could be any of these things. Pause, game crash. I see. Who crashed? Who crashed? Pause the game. Who crashed? I see. Button? Hello? Hello? Pause. Okay. Yeah, Vox crashed. Gotcha. It's okay. It's only 4 seconds. Smile. Let it run? No. Vox is cracked enough to come back. You back? We're good? Okay. I will resume the battle then. Is he loaded in, or is he already in? Yeah? Yes? Chat? Already in? Okay. 1 minute gone? Alright. We resume battle. Alright. So, here we are. Game number 7, after the crash. Honestly, I'm gonna just leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in for the video. They can know about that. So, what do we have here? I mean, we're just, you know, in a lane phase. We got a Zarina in the jungle. I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this. I've seen Zarina played once in my entire career of Unite, and, I don't know, it didn't feel like it did all that much. So, we'll see what happens as Buzzwole's going for stacks. Buzzwole's going to be able to get out of there. Insane behavior from the Buzzwole, getting those stacks off and then escaping just barely. Alright, we've got Zoroark rotating top. We've got Dratini, you know, pushing the tempo, so to speak. We've got a level 5 Buzzwole, and now what? I mean, we've also got a Steenie at level 5 coming in, and Zoroark's gonna go in with the dash. We're gonna do the dash on him, and then we're gonna get out of there. The dash is looking a little dangerous. That's gonna be a KO on the Eevee as the Zoroark runs through it in a literal sense, and that's a big wave of Altarias going to the orange team. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, it looks like we are successfully fighting them back, but we do have, you know, Pikachu catching them with the damage, and we have Native Weeb going for some solid chip of their own with the Squirtle. And there's a Zoroark in the opposing jungle, and well, there's not a Zarina in our jungle anymore. So Zoroark's gonna take our jungle. That's very hard to deal with. Now Ace Tech going for a big dunker, getting off another stack. Okay, this time I don't think we're gonna escape alive. Yeah, but it's okay. You know, Sceptile's gonna try and save him with me, save somebody with Mean Look, but we are not going to succeed as Cairo now going for you know, 30-point dunker with the Dragonite, and we have got some points. Juvenile is gonna get out of there as the Zarina has now rotated top. And, well, there's also a Zoroark here, and Zoroark's gonna pick up a KO on the Zarina, because Zoroark is a very strong Pokemon. Very strong. And, yeah, they just gotta back away. They gotta respect it, you know? They can't go in on that, because they'll just die. And they know that. And they're making the correct play, you know? They're playing smart. They're backing up. Okay, now what? Well, Henny Guy's going in for a stack, as they're gonna go for farm, which, you know, is a fair trade. Honestly, I think the experience is maybe a little more valuable. Actually, no, stacks is definitely stronger. But, hold on, we're still fighting here, we're still fighting. We are behind down bot, but hey, you know what? If we can catch one of them here, then we might be good. Pikachu gonna have to go back for a berry. Native Weeb just a little bit too far. Pikachu eating all of the stored powers, though, so Native Weeb ends up surviving, and we are actually somehow still fighting this off. Holy moly, but the tree is gonna drop the hammer and drop the Pikachu and the Wartortle with one attack. And I mean, now, I mean, what do we got here? I mean, we're trying to go in, but we're getting hyper beamed by a Dragonite, and yeah, it's, you don't want to get hyper beamed. All right, so now what? Well, Dragonite's like, hey, you know what? There's an Alecki here. I'm like the best objective ripper in the game. You know I got hyper beam, right? I got Dragon Dance. I got hyper beam. I'm gonna execute this Alecki from like a million. Look at that. Look at the secure on the Alecki there. That's crazy. That did so much damage. Alright, but hold on. Blissey is too far up. Blissey is dead. -1 Blissey. Okay. Now it's just a Dragonite. It's just a Dragonite. We probably don't want to go in on it. And here's the tree dropping the hammers once again, as it does. And the tree is going to now drop the Unite. And, you know, we're going to get a big tree, you know, growing. And, yeah, we're kind of extended here. And, well, Security and Cairo have come up to say, hey, stop doing that. And, you know, the blue team didn't really say no. They just sort of kept trying, and, you know, it didn't go well for them. You don't want that to happen, right? Red Luck Fox is going to try, you know, get out of there. Cairo is going to unleash yet another Hyper Beam, and that's very strong stuff. And yeah, whole team's down on experience at this point. They are just walking. They are just walking. They're saying, hey, you know, let's go score on this bottom goal. We have a Espeon Unite coming out, but we have a big, I think that's Zarina's Unite, kicking the Espeon up into the air. Wombo combo, Happy Feet, but we do not pick up any KOs there, except for the one on the Espeon. Alright, so now we have the tree dropping the hammers. Juvenile is going to end up fainting. The tree is going to get mean-looked and trapped and die. Okay, now what? Zoroark's going in. We're going to slam the We're going to slam this Dragonite into the Zoroark. The Zoroark's going to live, but Zoroark's going to get tossed up into the air and slammed into the rest of the team. That is a whole team kill. Big turnaround for Team Tyrannical. Eevee's there. Holy moly. That team fight went perfectly. They're going to break an entire bottom goal, and now they are continuing to push, as the trickle down is not the play here. You do not want to trickle against this. But hey, you know what? The rest of the team has arrived in time. The tree was able to, you know, survive long enough for the rest of the team to show up. Now we've got yet another team fight. Unite coming out from the tree. The tree's going to get slammed in the rest of the team, and we're getting low on health, but we pick up the KO on the Dragonite there, and now we've got another KO coming out on this Blissey as we slam the Blissey with the Umbreon, and now our health is just non-existent. But that is another KO coming out from Zarina. They're going to get this Registeel. They are going to get this Registeel. There it is. And this is a huge turnaround. This momentum is absurd for Team Tyrannical Eevees. They really needed this. Alright, so now what? I mean, there's a Cairo up there. He's fighting the Alecki. He's doing what he can, as Dragonite does. And meanwhile, in the center, we have a fight going on. Pikachu is going to end up fainting to the Zoroark, and the Umbreon will probably promptly follow, as, you know, we also have a tree fighting it. And we're going to successfully fight them off of the Alecki, but, you know, we're not winning the fight on the Alecki here, though, is the issue. And the Alecki, you know, we're going to do what we can, but these auto attacks are just too much, and we are going to use our Unite to survive. And that's not what you want to see. And now Hennigai going to be, you know, brought into the opposing team. We have the Redlock Fox and also Sceptile going forward. Juvenile is going to try and hit this Alecki, but he's going to escape. We have the big Unite coming out from Pikachu, nearly picking up a KO on both the tree and the Zoroark, but instead we actually got neither of them there. And what's the game plan? I mean, we're going to kill this tree as we do, and this Alecki is still being fought for. And, I mean, here's Zoroark doing the dash in a literal sense, but we're going to slam that Zoroark, and then we're going to throw a punch. Here comes a Blissey Unite saying, hey, you know what, everyone's going to live. Blastoise going to end up fainting there, and that's a big Alecki take from the Dragonite. And all things considered, this game is very, very even. Level-wise, for both teams, it's the exact same. We have the exact same levels. The score, 25-point game in favor of the orange team at the moment. And we are just going to let this Alecki touch. Okay, so it looks like our game plan is, hey, you know, let's go fight for Rayquaza. And we're gonna kidnap this Dragonite out of the fight. But the Dragonite's going to use its Unite in response. Zarina's going for it! Zarina is going for it! Oh my goodness! Zarina picks up a KO on both Dragonite and Zoroark there. And now we've just got to clean up. We've just got to clean up. That's the two main damage dealers. All that's left is Blade. And Blade's got to get out of there because he's going to die if he doesn't. And now what? I mean, honestly, Blade, you know, he's been tossed into the air and slammed into the ground. We're going to just go score. Like, why do we need to take Rayquaza? We can just score these points and then go take Rayquaza. And Ace is going to heal up as they're running away. Hennigai getting a look in. Alright, now, Native caught in a bad place at a bad time. Up top, you know, we get KO'd by the Zoroark and the Dragonite, and they're fighting for the Rayquaza here, and the Rayquaza is going to use its big, powerful, you know, tornado move. I don't know about you guys, but, there's suddenly only one Pokemon alive for the purple team here. Zarina's going to go in, but not get the secure. Uh-oh. 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 Was this thrown? Was this thrown? I'm not sure. Blastoise gonna have to launch pad? I don't think you can launch pad for both of those. And they're all scoring hundreds here. That is 488 points. All of a sudden, 488. From 1 to 488, but this game's not over. This is not over yet. Okay, well, maybe those two donks might have done it. I'm gonna be honest. 300-point deficit, 10 seconds. Yeah. I mean, big turnaround right in the air. Right, not in the air. Right in the end there. And that's not what you want to see if you're a fan of Team Tyrannical Eevees, as Game 7 is going to go the other way. We have a win for Team Mysterious Muse. They have snapped the cold streak